Patients who need cancer treatment at Mercyhealth's Javon Bea Hospital will not need to go far. The medical center opens a new cancer institute next to its Riverside location.
WIFR News reporter Anthony Ferretti attends Thursday ribbon cutting to get an inside look at what the 19,000 square foot space will offer to its patients.
The institute, located in the 8200 block of East Riverside Boulevard in Rockford, will provide medical and radiation oncology services, including a new linear accelerator to deliver radiation therapy with precise accuracy.
Overjoyed at the excitement that I've seen from people.
It's a game changer.
Doctors and the community alike couldn't be more elated to see Mercyhealth's new cancer institute adjacent to Javon Bea Hospital off Riverside.
That's really hard when you're going through chemotherapy or radiation to have to get part of your care in one location and then have to go to another.
That's a main reason why the hospital spent more than 2 years making this facility a reality. It will offer services like private consultation with calming decor and a state-of-the-art linear accelerator focused on sending doses to cancer cells while minimizing the risk on normal tissue.
To be in this field, you really need to be a compassionate person, but I work with some of the best people, and without those folks, we wouldn't have such a great cancer team that we have.
Radiation oncologist Dr. Greg Richards says he can't wait for patients to see this space. The institute will also be integrated with other doctors with similar expertise.
It's going to be absolutely wonderful, sort of getting all the minds together so we can discuss treatments and care plans and really give patients the best treatment that we can.
While this cancer institute is new, Mercyhealth's Javon Bea Hospital has offered these services for decades.
They don't just see me as a diagnosis or a number. They see me as a person, a mother, a wife, and a friend.
The center also has a nurse navigator, which every patient gets so they can have someone guide them throughout their care process.
Thank you, Anthony. And the new institute opens to patients starting this Monday. That will be open between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Raising awareness